Hello again, Algebra 1 students. Welcome back to the Week 3 functions syllabus with discrete functions. We are in Tier 2, Lesson 2, Domain and Range, Points on a Graph. Let's check off our booklet. So here we are, Domain and Range, Points on a Graph. So some of this didn't transfer, so there should be a line right here. There should be a line right here at 40. There should be a line right here at 70. So you can go ahead and draw those in, just like I did. How do we write points on a graph again? So you should have learned in middle school, but if not, that's okay. We write points on the graph with the x-coordinate first and the y-coordinate second. Usually the x-axis is the horizontal axis and the y-axis is the vertical axis. And recall from the previous lesson that x values are inputs and are independent variables, I, that's how I remember that, and are in the domain, and that y values are outputs and are dependent variables, and they are in the range. When dealing with a Cartesian plane, because that's the xy axis that you guys have all learned, when dealing with a Cartesian plane in a table, f of x and y are both considered outputs and are in a way synonyms. Let us revisit the working problem from Lesson 1A Tier 2. So this is a graph that maps that function. So as you can see, at 1, we're there. At 2, we're here. At 3, we're here. At 4, we're here. At 5, we're there. At 6, we're here. At 7, we're there. At 8, we're there. So write the points from the graph above and transfer them to the table. So what we want to do is write this point. So our first point is 1, 10. Our second point is 2, 20. Our third point is 3, 30. 4, 40. 5, 50. 6, 60. Coming back up here, we have 7 points there, 70. And look, we can just do this one too. 8 points all the way up here, 80. 7, 70. 8, 80. So now we can take these points and transform them, knowing that the x is the first coordinate and the y, or the f of x, is the second coordinate. We can transfer them up into the table. 1, 10. 2, 20. 3, 30. 4, 40. You get the idea, so I'm going to fill in the rest of the table rather quickly. So now that we have our table filled in, we can sit here, or we can even do it from the point, and we can state our domain and state our range. Well, in set builder notation, we can pull the x coordinate off the points or the x values out of the table, and the domain would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's our set builder. So to state the range, we would have in set builder notation 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. And that is how you find the domain and range from a table and from points on a graph. Good luck with your problem sets.